It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. Say you're hurry.
You're whoever you is. What advice is somebody if a group of women were in here and they're like, come on, they talk to us. How this dating thing? Because it's different now. Than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Are you trying to say what you trying to say?
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
I ain't backing down. You better
take your
ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn.
I'm going to be open to my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues. I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Fame. I got 3 Super Bowls.
So what?
So what?
He's way better than you were.
I'm in the F kid. You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Okay,
I got 3 Super Bowls.
So what?
So what?
He's way better than you were.
Glass is back on.
Where the unsigned hip-hop and R&B get all the airplay. Here on Hip Hop Wild Radio.
So when I was in college, I played basketball.
Right.
And whenever I have a debate with someone else about basketball, I feel like I'm always right because I played.
Right.
You played a couple of years in the NFL. Skip never played football. Do you feel like you have more credibility when it comes to that?
Well, maybe with X's and O's. But when you cover the game as long as he has, he's been around the game for 40 plus years. He's been in a lot of locker rooms. He's talked to a lot of head coaches, a lot of players, a lot of offensive coordinators. So he knows what he's talking about. Now the X's and O's, the makeup and what the diagram of the play and the defenses of what they're trying to accomplish. Yeah, I would like to think I'm a little bit more knowledgeable in that situation than he is. But Skip knows the game. You can't be around something for 40 years and not know it. He wanted me to sign something. Skip knows nothing. I got your man ain't signing
I love that, actually.
No, Skip, I got your ain't signing that. I say, all this, the club Shay has a podcast. You know how that came to be? Skip. Shannon Undisputed. You know how that came about? Skip. I said, where the heck? I said, bro, y'all want me to say something negative about the man that gave me this opportunity?
You know I love you, but I want you to hear from me first. I thought the SGA should have been the MVP. Shaq see these guys winning these MVPs and a little envious because he sees a guy like Nikola Jokic that's not as dominant as him and gets 3 and 4 years. Shaq said, you took me sticking up for Shay as jealousy of Joker shows how you say anything to get clicks. If I ain't ranked in the top 10 in your profession, then you can't speak. Shaq should have 5 MVPs. Shaq should have 7 titles. He sees a guy like Nikola Jokic that's not as dominant as him and he gets 3 and 4 years.
When it comes to Shaq, Shaq hates every big man. If you haven't noticed, he doesn't like the big man, rightfully so, because that's his position. In his mind, he is the apex predator.
But Shaq knows deep down, and he robbed himself because he didn't take it serious enough. But we're never going to see another guy Shaq's size with his athleticism that was as dominant as him.
In order to talk about certain things, you have to have G14 classification. And not only that, when you talk, just make it make sense. When you say you don't take it seriously, why do I have 3 retired jerseys? Why do I have 2 statues? Why do I have 4 balls standing right behind me? So if that's not, those are Indians, excuse me. But
you ended up on one side of the field with Shaq about his MVP comments. Is there anything you want to say to him now?
No. I mean, I don't have no problem with Shaq. He said what he said. I'm ready to move on. Thank you.
I was in a group chat the other day, or actually just yesterday, and Shaq said he's paying top dollar for any information on old boy. So, again, I don't know if you're on that kind of time or not, but Shaq is known to throw large sums of money around, so just want to put that out there.
Have you guys talked?
We haven't. Shaq feels the way he feels, and he's perfectly fine to feel that way. I said what I said. I still think Shaq is a phenomenal basketball player, even though, you know, he minimized my career. I'm fine.
Hey, he said, please, please, please keep it quiet. He said that Shannon did some back to him a while back, and he's been off him. So that's why he's doing this. But please, please, please keep his name quiet.
Love Shay Shay. Yeah, Shay Shay. Gay gay.
That nigga Shannon Sharpe called me trying to do an interview. I said, no, Medea, I ain't doing no interview. So you can sit across from me and look at my balls. I'm sitting down, nigga. Thought he was going to attack Cat, that nigga there. The nigga shit is called Shay Shay. The nigga's telling you. Put a wig on that nigga, tell me if that ain't Mother Medea's sister, nigga. They exposed
what he said to my face. Or any of these comedians that said what they said, they're not going to say that to my face. I said, what I'm starting to see is that jealousy, hate, and envy is being disguised in jokes. I said, that's what I'm seeing. Oh, it's just a joke. He's a comedian. I ain't never hear him call nobody else that. I ain't never hear him say anything else about that. I ain't hear him lie on nobody else's name. Why me? And people say, well, Shannon's just, bro, I mean, to get tagged with that, and I ain't got no problem with gay. I'm just not gay.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of my exes reached out. They're like, Shannon, where this gay is coming from? They need to talk. But see, that's the thing. What do you get out of calling me gay? You feel good? That makes you feel good? Because you saying things on the radio behind your screen that you would never say to my face. What's the likelihood that Mike Epps would have said what he said to my face? Or any of these comedians that said what they said, they're not going to say that to my face, Ocho. You know that, I know that.
I'm getting text messages from all over the African universe telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable.
Shannon Sharpe made a business decision that, you know what, I'm going to front and center my gay stylist, Hollywood Simpson. I'm going to front and center a gay stylist who has been connected to publicly with several former professional football players. Why do I call that a business decision? Because anyone familiar with how Hollywood and the entertainment industry works, anyone who has wet their finger and stuck it in the air and figured out how corporate culture works in America over the past decade, knew that the wind is blowing in the direction of everybody who calls themselves an
When I got Hollywood, I flew you out the next day, and you said, I said, I want to dress my age. Hollywood said, Uncle Shay, you called me Uncle Shay from day one. You said, what else you need from me? I said, I need loyalty and I need honesty.
The one brother, he mad at me because I made jokes about it. Shannon Sharpe. He's mad at me because I make jokes about the guy he was at the game with. Like, there was a brother he goes to the Lakers game with this guy. He goes other places with this guy. And I make jokes about it. And I saw that it made him mad.
What's in this box? I'm not going to open it until Hollywood gets here. But whatever it is in this box, I already know he going to make me look fly in it. I got the best stylist in the world. Not the United States, the entire world. Of 8 billion people, I got #1. And can't nobody stop us. Shay Sharpe and Hollywood, a dynamic duo that can't be stopped. Run tell that.
But no, this dude right here be killing the game. I be watching y'all. We killing the game, Hollywood. Yo, straight.
gay. Okay, that's his life. That's not mine. Hollywood no longer styles me. Why? Because I'm loyal to Shelly. She was hurt that after 20 plus years of being my stylist, that I had gone outside to hire someone else. And someone else was getting the credit when she was there at CBS. She was there when I started at Fox. She was there when I was going out and doing red carpet events. And I never had a problem. And for me, in my head, I thought I needed someone outside. I didn't buy one thing new when Hollywood started styling me. Everything, all those LB jackets, all that stuff that I already had. And a lot of the stuff she had already put together, but I took it apart. So when he put it back together, it was just what she had put together.
Where the unsigned hip-hop and R&B get all the airplay. Here on Hip Hop Wild Radio TV.
Swipe right on the home screen or tap the ad icon. Scroll left to find Live. Tap on Add a title. On the same page, tap the broadcast audience icon and set it to Public. When ready, tap the live button at the bottom center. To end the live video, tap the cross icon at the top
Before
right.
we start anything, I just wanted to ask you real quick. And this is what the people want to know.
Lord have mercy.
Did you set that video up? Did you set that up? Did you set that?
The thing is, Dion, what I don't get, people's like, well, you did that for clout. So you really tell me I'm willing to risk my good name, my reputation.
Thank you.
I work for Disney.
Yeah.
Disney. Risk that, my reputation, embarrass my family, and all the potential monetary ramifications that comes along with it. For what?
Where the unsigned hip-hop and R&B get all the airplay. Here on Hip Hop Wild Radio TV.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know that mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
This whole time she's telling Shannon, I want this big black baby. She says, I always wanted a black baby. Now time out. Why does a 19-year-old snow bunny says she always wanted a black baby? You always wanted a black baby for what? Because you didn't want a black baby to raise it, because you're not black. Why would you want a black baby given the hell that black people suffer in this country?
Stephen A., he didn't stand with Shannon Sharpe like he stood with Jay-Z. When he heard about Jay-Z, he said, the guy I know, this is not true. When it came to Shannon, he was like, I wasn't there.
Yo,
in a nutshell, yeah. I gotta keep it static, you know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't there for Jay-Z neither. He wasn't there for Jay-Z.
All of a sudden, even everybody. I mean, there's this pastor that that used to with that. I guess now he a gangster pastor. All of a sudden, talking about he wants somebody to pull up.
They got them out there.
Hey, man, if Jesus can handle a devil, we can too. If he can cast out the demonic, we can too. If he can heal the sick, we can too. He said, and when I go to my Father, greater works than these are you going to do because I go there. So there's going to be more things for us to do. I want you to hear this. This whole idea of just going to church and being ashamed of what you learned is out for that. It's totally out for that.
He gonna do so much. He need to sit his little roly-poly ass down. But this is what I do. This is what I'm saying. After talking to my sister, and you know, everybody knows I don't need to go into detail. Next to my grandma, I probably listen to her probably more than my own mom.
Right.
Because that's how close me and my sister are. And I gave her my word. I ain't finna beef with nobody else.
Well, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Nah, Ocho, I think the thing is for me.
Wait, stay with me real quick now. Now, again, I love what you and Mike did, but you putting us in a situation where now we've set a precedent. People can now take shots, can say what they want to say, and they can get away with it because now you promised, sis, you're not gonna get any more beats. So anytime anybody says anything, they can get away with it. At some point, we're gonna have to stand your ground like the Florida law.
My job.
Stand our ground.
No, my job for you, and you remember that money that you brought out, is to make sure you get 3 times that next year.
Yeah,
that's my job.
We're gonna get that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's my job. My job is to make sure. And I'm not gonna do anything to jeopardize my brand, but my brand is my integrity. Everybody knows what I stand for. Right. I'm a strong, proud black man.
Right. But we got to stand on business now.
But don't be coming with no bull jive. All that other stuff. And I see, but if you look at it, Ocho, look at the clicks and like when they mention my name. Look at the clicks, likes, and views when they don't.
Like from what you said, I didn't see Stephen A. shit, but what I'm gathering, what you said from Stephen A. said, he basically said, I don't know the nigga like that.
Can we help you get back past this? And I think that true friends conduct themselves that way. They ain't yes people that tell you just what you want to hear. They ain't no people that's willing to vilify you to second something. I mean, I see cats talking about him and I can't even put in the words that I've seen them do. And then I see the zest with which people are willing to pounce on him. People have been after him since he did Cat Williams because of the numbers he produced and the success that it had and how he was able to ride that wave. If I sit up there and I'm friends with Big Boy, I'm a contemporary, and then Big Boy get in trouble, it's one thing for me to be on the end going like this, this is what happened to Big Boy. And it's another thing at times, be like, yeah, you see what happened to Big Boy? Right. And you see a joy that some people are having in going at him. So for me, it's just about making sure that he knows that he matters to me.